Hey everybody, welcome back to Exonerated. I'm here playing Infinity Skyblock Evolved, or whatever the heck they're calling it today. Expert Skyblock mode, I think is what Direwolf's calling it. That sounds like a great name. So I'm back. I've been farming some cobblestone. We're going to get working on that today. We're also going to take a look at our tree here. Last time we left, we had it infested. So now we just want to take a crook to it. See, we need to pick up more worms, which we got one in the bottom. We got two. There we go. And we're getting some string. We're definitely going to need the string. Let's see. I really feel like the string drops more than it ever did in Agrarian Skies. I really feel like the string is dropping almost excessively. Huh. Wow. Alright. And let's take down this tree too. We don't want any spawning spaces. We're going to grab a sapling here. Bam. There we go. Take this guy down. The top of them's not lit properly. In fact, nothing's lit properly today. So, this way we can put down a sapling so we don't have to worry about mob spawning. The rain has finally left us, and there we go. Alright, I'm going to keep these worms for now. When another tree pops up, I will, of course, put more in there. So, I managed to get a few stone pieces. The drop rate on this cobble gen is maybe 75% or so. I lose some of them down there, but what I end up doing is just standing here in this spot and then just mining down. That way I can avoid hitting the slabs. And it seems to do okay. I can't really complain. Like I said, we've got a lot going on. Now, I tried to make a slab furnace. And slab furnaces, before Infinity Evolved, used to make them like that. So you could take 6 cobble, make 8 slabs, or make 12 slabs rather, and then make yourself a furnace. Not anymore. Furnaces require compressed cobblestone. Each piece of compressed cobblestone is just 9 in a grid. So now, just to make a furnace, we're going to need 72 cobblestone, which is crazy. So we need enough to do 8. There we go. And now we can take our compressed cobble, and bam, we got a furnace. So this is our first furnace of the day. I left the barrels out, and you can see all the barrels filled with water. Which we're going to use those for hopefully something else today. We'll see how far we get. And let's knock this guy out. And let's put our furnace in. Alright, we got it back. There's our furnace. Again, this is all temporary. I want my ground level to be at about this level up here. So, alright, so we got our furnace now. One thing we want to work on is a sieve today. So let's check that out. For the sieves, we're going to need silk mesh, which is going to require string, and we've got plenty of string for that. And then we're also going to require some sticks and some more wood. So let's get that. We're going to need 2 sticks. And let's see here. We got wood. Take that back. 2 mesh. Stick, and we got a sieve. And that is fantastic. So, we got our sieve. Now, we've got our cobblestone. Remember this hammer here I made earlier. If we put some cobblestone down, and this is going to be the grindy bits, and I'm going to show you a little bit of this on camera, and then we're going to do the rest off camera, because just know. You take your hammer, you just hit the cobble, and you get back gravel. So, basically, that's you need gravel in order to be able to sieve to get the metals you need. So, we're going to work through this 15 here real quick. This is absolutely the worst mundane portion of Skyblocks, is starting off with it. I mean, it's a neat system in that it really makes you grind out for what you're getting. And once you get some automation underway, like you can do this portion of it without a whole lot of work, but in the interim. All right, so we've got our gravel here, and let's go ahead and move that stuff out. We got our gravel, and we're going to just sieve it. So you're just right-clicking on the sieve, and you're going to get broken ore. You're also going to get cobble, lapis, gracious, a bunch of different things. Let's sift through this stack of 15 I had here. We'll see what we have. But this is the only way to get metal in this game. You can automate the process later on, you know, using power generation and everything else. And I'm not going to do the last two. We're going to talk about that. Let me move these off the bar. Okay. All right. So now we've done our sieving. That sounds so bad, but so you can see we've actually got some ore here. Now we've got apatite, which of course is forestry. You can use that to make fertilizer for a forestry farm. We got some flint. We got some lapis. We got some coal, and then we've got broken ore. We've got nickel, aluminum, tin, yellorium, copper, iron, and silver. Iron is going to be your mainstay, followed by, normally for me, it would be lead and nickel. Copper might be a little bit more prevalent. I'm not quite sure what the RNG is on that for this pack. At any rate, you would take 4 of the ore and put them together, which I only have 3, but you would do it like this and get yourself iron gravel. We obviously are not at a point where we have that yet. So you can do it that way, or you can take the gravel and break it down with a hammer again, and ta-da, you got sand. So now you can cook sand for glass. Or you can take the sand one more time with a hammer and get dust, and we got dust. And again, you can sieve dust. That's how you get redstone. That's how you get, are diamonds in dust? I can't remember. It's been so while. The other high point with dust is that we can take it, throw it in a water barrel, and bam, we get clay. And, of course, in order to get clay into balls like we need, we got to break it apart. So now we've got some clay. Now, I actually saved some bone meal because we want to do a couple of things. The first thing we want to get underway is a way to make lava, to generate lava. We have a way to generate water, because we can just take a bucket once we get to that point and get water out of that. Now we need a way to generate lava. In order to do that, you're going to need a crucible. So let's check out the crucible. And this is, again, an ex nihilo edition. You need an unfired crucible, which is porcelain clay. Porcelain clay is just porcelain and bone meal, but you're going to need 7 porcelain, which means that, of course, I need to go ahead and grab another piece of dust. So let's do that, not too close. I'm going to use my hammer this time so I can go ahead and skip a step. There, we've got our gravel. Let's go ahead and make this guy into dust. And like so. Now we got our dust. And we made it into clay. We've pulled them out. We're going to sit them down and break them apart. There we go. Now we got our porcelain. Got our bone meal. Just need 7. And we're going to come over here and we're going to... Bam! There is our unfired crucible. I really hate to waste charcoal on this, but I want to make sure it gets done. Okay. Now I'm also going to need some sticks. Whoops, not dirt. Sticks. We're going to take this guy and go ahead and make a piece of coal. Alright, we got our crucible. Now, what we need for our crucible is a way to heat it up. We got lava right here. Why don't we use this? We can use lava to make lava. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take some of these crafting tables And let's see, we're going to make a little step up and another step up. And we're going to break this guy. We don't much care what happens to him, at least right now. Whoops, here, I'll put one here just in case. Now we're going to take this crucible, we're going to lay it right there. So now this is dual purpose. It's heating up our crucible at the same time we're generating cobble. So we go over here. We're going to get some cobble. Just 4 pieces are all we need to make a bucket of lava. Or rather, that's all we used to need. Alright, let's try this out. See if we got the right thing going on. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. You can see it's melting the lava. Or the cobble, rather, into lava. Get up here. You can see at the top solid volume versus liquid volume, and it's almost an even exchange. And that's the cool thing with this lava source here. I can actually put a couple of crucibles up and make more lava. So, also, I figured out what was wrong with this too. This water source should have been one more space over. If this water source was right here, then the cobble would have generated right here. So we'll relocate that when we get to that point. Don't want to lose that. But the other big thing, that I can't stand right now is not having light. And we're going to be able to put a little bit of light up. And we'll do the same thing here. I'll put 2 torches up on either side for that tree. Alright, so let's check this out. It's about 1/4 of the way through the lava. Alright, so we've got to be able to move lava. We can't move it right now, but well, in truth, we need to be able to move everything. So let's go ahead and look into making a bucket. We need it to move water and everything else. And I do not see a clay-fired bucket. Ooh. That's going to be a problem. That's going to be a terrible problem. That's from iron plates. Nope. No. That's the one I want. Iron forge hammer. Ooh. And it takes treated sticks. Alright, so what we need to do then is we need 2 things. We want to be able to generate power. And we want to be able to... Wow, we need to generate power because we want to be able to automate sifting. We want to be able to automate farming of blocks here so that we don't have to do it. And in order to be able to get a reasonable amount of metal, we're going to have to... Yep, there it goes, making our lava. We're going to have to work out a source of power. Now, I just happen to know, thanks to other guys, that immersive engineering is the way we generate power. Is kind of like your entry-level power. And one of the big ones is water wheels. And so you can set up and build water wheels, but you need treated sticks. And in order to get treated sticks, you need creosote, which you can get a bottle of creosote. And in order to get creosote, you're going to need a coal coke oven, which we would use this one. It's some fired brick and some sand, which sand we can get, brick we can get. We need to work on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small break, well, small for y'all, long for me, and farm up some more brick, get some more dust, because I have enough to make a single piece there. Let's see, that's 1 brick, and we're going to need 27. I'm going to need a lot of rain. And also, I believe there's a way to turn these into water sources, but I'm not quite sure how. So let me do that, take a break, I'll come back, and hopefully we'll make some progress towards our coke oven, which is really where we need to go next. So I'll be back. Wow, oh man. Wow, oh man. Okay, so just spent some time grinding out some more stone. I changed this up a little bit. I wanted a way to kind of have it flow towards me. So I dug out a little bit, got underground, riding the water down. Put down a block, and then now I can just stand here, and when I break the blocks, They come flowing to me, except for I lose some around on each side. But for the most part, hey, no complaints. Man, this this creosote, coke oven rather. I think that's the right amount. 7, yeah. This coke oven, unreal. I got really lucky. It didn't rain overnight. Over the last night. It's been a whole other Minecraft day. And so it filled up all my buckets a couple of times. I was able to get all the clay I needed. And now what I'm doing is I'm just going through, getting the last little bit of sand so we can get our coke oven together. So grindy. So grindy. And boom, there we go. Oh, 3x3. So I actually wasted a little bit of material here. I made one too many. That's okay. I'm sure I'll have to make another one. One of these won't be enough. And bam, that should be it. We're going to put a torch on top. Nope. There. Now we've got a torch on top. Yay, coke oven. So what we want to do, take our coal and shove her in there. That's it for that. Coke oven's working now. It takes a long time to convert this to coal rather, to coal coke. But the coal coke has a much better burn. So if we take a look at it, coal coke burns twice as long as coal does. See, burn time 1600, burn time 3200. You can even put in whole blocks of coal and it'll turn into a block of coal coke, which is kind of nice. But so byproduct of this process, though, and we'll see it in just a moment, is that we get creosote oil, which we need. So a lot of hard work on that today. Man, it took forever. And I did do quite a bit of farming of cobble. And now what I'm trying to do is prep, because I'm going to need glass bottles. I need to be able to get the coal out of there in a way so that I can make... I'm just take a piece of this, cook this up real quick. Wait, before I do that, let's check our pattern. Glass bottle. Yep, still the same. Okay. Awesome. Let's do that. And we'll cook up some glass so we can make some bottles. The whole point of this is to get treated wood so that we can start creating a water wheel and start expanding our power. I haven't dumped any more cobble into this, though I guess I could. It's not going to hurt anything to do that. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a lot of time between this episode and next going through, cooking down the coal, doing more grindy bits where we get the cobble broken down and we use it, sift it rather, in order to get more metals so that we can progress. I didn't even show you the metals real quick before we leave. We got a good assortment here. I got a platinum ingot, yellorium, got a couple copper, iron. I'm an idiot. I had 3 more iron than this. I wasted it on an axe, forgetting that you can't use iron in a normal axe. You have to make it for using a tinker's construct setup. So I broke one log and then it broke and laughed at me. It laughed at me a lot. So I did waste a couple bits of iron, but anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to farm some materials. We're going to continue to let this guy cook down. We got our little bit of creosote. I wonder if we have enough right now. You know what? Let me just get 1 for now, because it makes 3 bottles. 1. Ooh, wow. 1 bottle is 2 of these, because apparently each of these coal produce 250 creosote oil. So 1 bottle will get us 2 pieces of coke's worth of creosote oil. And yeah, that's going to take a lot. Like I said, I'm going to grind up some. And next time when we come back, hopefully we can put together a water wheel and maybe take a look at some other power options, some stuff. get moving on lots of sifting, lots of grinding. Anyway, catch you guys later. Bye-bye.